Hello, today's video is going to be a short video about consistent or persistence, uh, consistent effort. Something that I'm not really preaching about because I've been slacking in that area myself. But this is my effort to keep with a consistent effort. Definitely as working as a salesman. I know that you have to keep working at getting better and working at prospecting and getting customers and that and and being persistent in going out there and finding new customers as well as persistent at keeping your current customers happy. As the old saying, it's easier to keep your current customers happy than it is to find new ones. Uh, but what I'm getting at is that you want to keep doing, being persistent on what you're doing over and over again, and eventually over time, you'll start seeing results. Just like a lot of people can relate to working out. At first, there's the initial pain of working out because you haven't been working out for a while and your muscles getting fatigued and that. But if you keep with it and you're persistent and you're having consistent effort, and then you start seeing results in your muscles in your tone and in your body, and you start getting the results you want. Same thing with sales is if you keep at it every day, you do something with it every day. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to work at it, 8 hours every day, day in, day out, but you have to put in a consistent effort. You have to do something every day to work on it, to accumulate, your combined efforts over time. And sometimes, and it's important to remember that, you know, uh, when you're first starting off, because you don't see a immediate result. I remember when I went to motivational seminars or to sales seminars, with other companies. They obviously talk about when you first uh, when you first start off and you don't and you're chipping away at the whole sales process. You don't get the immediate gratification that you would like. So you have to work at it every day. One example I remember from sales and marketing promotions is if you're a miner and you're digging a tunnel, you know, uh, you go in, day after day, you go in, you dig, and you put the rock and ore and dirt, in a wheelbarrow, and you wheel it out, and you do that for 8 hours a day, day in, day out, and sometimes, when you go in, on January 1st, and then, 3 months later, you look at it, and it seems like you haven't, you know, uh, made too much progress, but then you go keep at it, and you go in and you dig and you haul out rock, you dig and you haul out rock, and you do that every day, and eventually, 1 year in, 2 years in, you step back and you think, well, originally when you first on day one when you came to the mountain, you know, uh, you were on the outside of the mountain chipping away at it, and then you started making a dent in it, you're making a hole in it, and you started shoring up the cave and the entrance, and you start moving forward and you start digging, eventually, say 2 years down the road or whatever, you step back and and you look at where you were and where you are now, and you realize that hey, we've gone X number of feet, into the mountain, as opposed to day one as your job. And so you definitely want to remember that it's whatever you're doing, whether it's sales or marketing or prospecting or whatnot, you want to have a consistent effort, day after day, and eventually, you're going to see progress, over time. And it also helps to kind of like document to when you start something, you're building your muscles, you're working out, take before and after pictures, or to write a log of saying, hey, today, day one, I don't have any prospects, or I don't have any customers. 3 months down the road, how many customers do you have? 6 months down the road, how many customers do I have? How many people are buying product from me? How many affiliates do I have? How many tea distributors do I have? A year out, 2 years out, how many customers do I have today? As opposed to when I used to have, on day one. So you kind of use that as kind of a documentation or motivation to say, oh, okay, I am making progress. Sometimes when you're, like I said in the mountain analogy, sometimes when you're in there and you're digging and all you see is just this rock ahead of you, and nothing else, it doesn't seem like you're making any progress, But when you step outside of the mountain, you step outside the mine, and you look at the surface or the outside of the mountain, and you look at the tunnel you're digging, it begins to dawn on you that you are making progress. So this is just a reminder video to keep at it every day and to keep plugging away, and you'll be surprised, if you keep that up, you'll be going on and on and getting more progress. So keep going, guys.